Destroying the opposition with the Phobias.
Yep.
Considering that Echo kind of plays the same as Bren, I can't get the feel same vibes with these two teams where they're always straight up playing. I like that they are at least considering that. Although, of course, Echo, I think they got the tankiness in the Grok. They don't need to go overboard on the tankiness. I know that they'd like to play this aggressively. Wouldn't be surprised by Paquito. Sorry, he's banned out. Something similar. There you go. Pretty. I love this. I love this.
Interesting. Wow. This is probably going to be... the Natalia and the Selena are going to have roam boots on.
That's Yawi.
And then that Grok might either go to the gold lane or even the XP lane.
Couldn't this be even a jungle Natalia? Like we've seen Wise.
Yes, jungle Natalia.
Yeah. We've seen Wise bring that to the table.
Yeah.
So this could very well be that jungle Natalia. Still going to have that Grok roam there. And again, you know, this leaves the question to what does Onic Philippines want to take? They take the Matilda first off.
That's the safe option.
So, hold on. Is this actually going to be the Sensui jungle Cho?
There is a 80% chance of that happening.
Or does it go in the silent? Let's see actually what the last pick's going to be here. So we have the Matilda, we have the Dairoth.
Okay.
There's your answer, folks.
It's a roam Cho.
Yeah.
It's a roam Cho. With Mafilda, that's pretty good pickup. That's pick-off potential right there.
Yep.
Instantly
Sensui
can take
jungle.
any target on the map.
That's the thing with Onic Philippines, man. They have shown so much up to this point where you are kind of just left with wondering to the very last pick, where are these guys going? Who is going to play what? And that is something that works really strong for them. On Echo, again, very solid lineup across from them, but still, I want to know exactly how they want to pull this off. We're going to get one last look here of the team lineups. Rockhart, how are we feeling about both of them?
First of all, I like that Echo are still playing on their strengths. We talked about it earlier. We mentioned it. I mentioned it multiple times that they're really straight up in-your-face lineup. In-your-face team. Yeah. They picked the in-your-face lineup. It doesn't get more in-your-face than the Natalia, you know, and a Grok and an Esme. So huge combinations to Echo. But again, Onic also staying true. They are they didn't overact in the draft, you know. You know what I mean? And I love that from Onic. At least this time around, it feels more even, except maybe in the early game.
5 seconds.
The only thing I'm worried about here for the side of Onic is their wave clear is kind of lacking for my taste. In the sense that Matilda and the Cho, they're okay, but they're definitely going to be out wave cleared by the Groggles.
Well, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to game number 1 here between Onic Philippines and Echo, the last match to round out week number 5 here on day 3. Already aggression coming out from both teams. We can see them getting in position here too where they want to go. Keep an eye as well on Carl TZ playing this jungle Natalia and has that assassin emblem along with it.
Yeah, we saw how Yawi started there, more from vision. Didn't really help Sanji with the wave clear in the mid, which is all right. Let's see who'll be able to get his first Little Wanderer.
Yeah, it's a pretty good stun there. Man, Sensui took a while there in the stun duration, and he was able to get out. But again, able to just pushing back at jungler at this point is huge. Lethal Wanderer control will go over to Onic, I believe. Oh no, sorry, that goes over to Echo. Yeah, so Lethal Wanderer control is pretty big. At the same time, again, this is Echo flexing. They got the kill potential. They're not afraid to use it. That's a message they're sending right now.
Let's see if Onic will make for a play here in the bottom lane, but the trend usually shows that they don't. So they're probably just going to position it around the turtle, which is what we're seeing right now. RTZ going top side. Might try to get more info there. You see both junglers. Oh no, Krautizi, I thought he was going to go for the invade there, try to go for the scaled lizard, but I think he's waiting. We might actually see the two junglers see each other by the scaled lizard.
Yeah, pretty spicy here. Carl-TZ on the top side. Although he is spotted out by the Julian. Yeah. And so he does have all the tools, but again, very hesitant to use him just because, you know, there's so much burst potential from a Natalia. If you just blink, you miss it.
I'm wondering too, if they're going to have enough here already. Again, Super Friends taking damage. You see Rabbity trying to do his best, but now Turtle for the taking. Will Onic secure this one?
It looks like a pretty easy secure here. Sanji a little bit too far off, tried to throw out that arrow. Actually will not have the ability to have Yawi engage, which is a big problem. Yeah. Again, Yawi always has to be in position. He doesn't have a big dash or anything.
Yeah, not even level 4 yet. Look at that. surprised Super Prince is being this aggressive. He's already committing his ultimate just to bump Yaoi right under tower there. But oh no,
Well,
Prince!
talking about pokes, there you go. That's one of the strongest pokes in the game. You never see it coming. When it does come, it hurts like heck, and Super Prince is forced to back off.
So already we're seeing a lot of, I mean, no first blood yet, right? We're 3 minutes in the game. Objective was secured by Onic Philippines here, but either team at this point is going to be looking for that moment. They've all pretty much got their ultimates here, and we can actually see as well, I mean, the arrows plus the wild charge stun duration is going to be something that Onic Philippines really wants to be careful of and wary about, because if anyone gets caught in those stuns, that's really where Carl Tizzy will shine. Now, going back on the top side here, that matchup of Esmeralda and Dairoth, you know, we know that Dairoth counters the Esmeralda, but who comes out on top when it comes to the team fights later on? But already, this is the thing, we're going to see a lot of poking coming out, especially from Carl Tizzy.
To answer the question that you posed there, it'll be whoever can play to their strengths the most. If Onic, though, are the ones who play to their strengths, meaning that if they really utilize Ryota and the Julian in terms of really trying to go for the back line, make the aggressive play alongside Nets, try to go for the very unique approach to team fights, don't go for slow front-to-back team fights, assassinate the back lines, Onic will make that work.
Yeah, the only weakness of Echo's, you know, combo with the Grok and the Selena is it's always telegraphed. You have to be very far away for the Selena to have a high duration stun. And if it doesn't, if they're close by, that means they're not really gonna have that much kill potential. That's the only weakness. But if you know Yaoi's all alone, there's always gonna be Carl Tizzy nearby, and they are using that to its full potential. Takes out Super Prince.
Nice pickup there, so they're happy with that kill. They might go back in.
They could actually go back in. A lot of people from Echo around the vicinity here, but Onic will have control of that turtle pit for the meantime. That's also close by. Rapidude has full vision, although looks like Onic choosing to back off for now.
Cool, calm, and collected Onic PH. Even though Super Prince was picked off there, most teams would say, hey, no, we should go back, reposition. But no, they really stuck to their guns there. Great knockups coming in from Sensui. And so no one has the turtle just yet. But what that led to a forced reaction by Ryota to go to the turtle pit, meaning that Sanford was able to get a bit more gold from the shielding in the turret up top.
Yeah, that's important. You know, every bit here in a very close matchup. 0-1 on the kill score at 5 minutes. That just goes to show that this could be really close. There goes the turtle going over to Sensui. Yaoi is in trouble. That's a turtle and a kill going over to the Julian.
Don't have the damage just yet. Echo, it was a beautiful setup there by Yaoi. Of course, with the single target nature of a Selena, you can't dish out AoE damage. Deal with it, Rapidude. Good kick, Carl.
Rapidude, yo! That was a very rare blunder from Rapidude. Usually always on point with those kicks. Even with the Grok wild charges with the flicker. Very rarely do you see that happen. And because of that, Carl Tizzy will survive.
It doesn't look like a blunder to me, though. It looked more like, for some reason, Carl Tizzy was just able to disappear right before he was about to get kicked. Right before
was that
there.
mechanical? No, there wasn't a bush nearby though.
I'm wondering. Oh, he probably could have missed the entry. The Jeet Kune Do. The Jeet Kune Do flicker is what he missed.
Angle was off. Sanford goes down on top side. And I wonder what they can do with this. They'll definitely get a lot of gold on that top side, though.
So that's what you don't want to do. You don't want to give that kill to the Dairoth right early on. The turret goes down too, but now you've already got that advantage on top of your built-in advantage against the Esmeralda. So we'll probably see some swap here, but in the mid lane.
Yeah, no swapperoonies for the meantime. It's going to be Yaoi and Carl Tizzy. They're actually struggling to defend against Onic here. So much raw damage straight from the Onic lineup. That turret's gonna go down as well with the backup from Ryota and Rapidude.
This is insane. Sanji is level 6, Sensui is level 10. So even if he got a really good target in the jungler with his Abyssal Arrow, barely did any damage. No threat at all. My goodness.
The single target nature of Echo right now is very apparent.
Yeah.
Right? It's giving a problem, man.
I mean, at some point, you just need Benny Cutie, right? But they're making a play here on the bottom side on that low-level Sanji.
Oh, Sanji! You're surrounded. Just give yourself up, and he did. Onic played the tower dive as smooth can get. and in the right time too. They are going to be able to get this turtle.
Yeah.
Gonna be tough here for Echo. Yaoi doesn't have a flicker. He'll have to get real close to land the big ultimate.
Yeah, Yaoi again problematic with the positioning. He can't go and overextend just because Onyx positioning there with Rapido is so good.
So that's the thing. We're seeing the struggle just happen, unfold here into the game. I mean, the arrows, even if they land at that point, who do you even focus on? Because right now, they just don't have damage, right? Benny Cutie is going to be the biggest one there. Carl Teasy has not been able to find any entry point or angles. He's able to kind of poke a little bit, but not really capitalize on this pick just yet. And I'm not sure if Onic Philippines is even going to let that happen at this point at the game. So at what point, right, does the Echo Express pick up here and find some angles, find some moments on the map?
Yeah, it's really becoming difficult, especially Carl Teasy, who's usually used to just diving in on his opponent. Right now, he always has to find this angle, and maybe it's just, I don't know, jitters or something, but
This is a good
Superfriends
angle.
right now, look at this guy. He is flying straight into a rock. That must hurt.
Yeah.
I'm sure that hurt a little bit. We got Nets, though, with the Blazing Duet. Just clear up that area. Again, they don't really want to take engages, especially with Onic. Oh, look at that.
Sui.
Onic, man, Sensui.
Okay, so level disparity here happening it's quite apparent, right? Even if Super Prince decides to just man mode and go in with a certain angle, there's no punishment. And that's why we see him continuously doing it throughout the game already. This is going to be really tough for Echo to actually contest even this Lord. They might have to just give this one up. I know Benny Cutie just picked up a big item for him, so he might be on the path to really help out here, but Echo is definitely struggling.
Yeah, forced to rush Malefic Roars, knowing how far behind they are, so hoping that they could use it to get a big pick off.
Oh, Carl Teasy, he tried to go for Nets, but looks like he's the one who's gonna get picked off here with Super Friends was back up close by. That hurt to watch, man.
Nets very happy right now with where he's sitting. And right now, Carl Teasy does not have the damage just yet, even after picking up that Malefic Roar. Full-on combo coming out from Natalia. Usually we know Natalia to be able to just burst down a single target in one go. But also Super Prince was there nearby. It even looked like even if Super Prince wasn't there, that Nets would have still won.
He would have been fine.
He would have been fine.
The biggest problem with Super Friends being nearby was the high and dry. It's not active.
Yeah, it's not active too.
Yeah, so Carl Teasy overestimated his firepower.
I mean, again, what you're seeing is Carl Teasy just trying to find a kill. You know, you lock in this Natalia pick in the jungle, you have the high and dry, you don't have any kills in your favor, it's 10 minutes into the game.
Yeah.
At that point, you're just trying to find something to turn the tides here.
You know, when you lock in the Natalia, you expect kills.
Yeah.
That's not happening here, and that's what's putting a wrench in the Echo's plan right now.
Yeah, it's definitely stopping the Echo Express right now. They're going to lose some turrets here. Carl Teasy waiting patiently to see if he can find something, but they hold on to that tier 2 turret for now. The Lord is going to be on the bottom side. Carl Teasy's got to be careful not to get spotted out here. Let's see how Echo responds to this. They should be able to defend. The great thing, like I said, Benny Cutie's been pretty safe so far. He is having some items farmed up at this point. But can they actually defend this, or is Onic Philippines going to punch one in?
Very unlikely. Rapid is in a very aggressive position right now. He's actually waiting for someone to go in, but he's waiting way too long. Sensui, where you going? We got someone on the back waiting for you, but that Rio, Carl Teasy will be able to take down by Rio as well. Rapid doing man as well as Nets. He's playing like he's got some business to take care of, but Benny Cutie answers back.
Okay, we're starting to see a little bit more grit on the side of Echo here, but this is a difficult situation for Echo.
Absolutely, man. Look at this. Sanford is going to be able to clear that for the meantime. Rapid, Benny Cutie, the storm is just roaring and shooting pellets at everyone who goes in his path. He is doing it very well so far. The shining light at the end of the tunnel for Echo.
Oh, man. Benny Cutie, the storm has entered the Philippine area of responsibility. My goodness, Onic PH just got a mouthful of Benny. That hurt.
He was on the edge of his seat. Like they showed the cam there for Benny Cutie. He was on the edge of the seat. So I just said it a couple minutes ago. I was like, you know, Benny Cutie's had a pretty good time, man. He's been in vacation mode, farmed up, and, you know, that is the result there. So now he's sitting on 3 kills, got another item. This could be a big shift in momentum for Echo. Yes, the 3K gold lead is still in Onic Philippines' favor, but if things fall apart for them, they gotta be careful because it hasn't changed. Echo is still very dependent on finding either arrows, wild charges. They whittle down Onic Philippines. Carl TZ can actually profit like we just saw, even though he went down. That's his shining moment. But now, with the next Lord up here, this is going to be crucial. We see both teams centering up here around the pit. Who is going to be able to take this one? Carl TZ also looking for an angle here. Meanwhile, on the bottom side, Rapidu there waiting, and Nets. Lord is just going to be juggled around for now. Who will pull the go?
That's an Natalia advantage, though. Echo's gonna have Carl TZ on the back foot, but right now they can't really get in position. Oh my goodness, look at that. Lord is quite low here, but Onic is pretty healthy. Echo just cannot find a break. They're trying to catch someone. It's like that someone's gonna be Sanford on the back. Oh, Rapidu, he catches Carl TZ. He catches the Natalia, and that's the Lord going over to Onic.
Onic PH split that team fight incredibly well. This is what the Matilda brings to the table, the kind of threat this hero brings with that circling eagle. Just lock it into the right target and you will see teams split up their formation in team fights. Put them in a situation where they won't be able to help each other out, and that's exactly what we saw. Onic knew, cool and composed, that they had this. As long as they got the target, as long as they split up Echo, they could win that fight, and they did.
And now the Lord charging into the base here in the mid lane. Let's see if Echo can defend.
Chance on the stage. Tapusin, finish it. This is a call of the Onic fans right now. It looks like Echo is going to be able to have a lot of clear just because Benny Cutie is there, using even Bennett's rage. Clear it up, those lanes.
Okay, so going back to just everything there was a different form of the banana split as they cut off the fight there, and they're still going to give this one a go as Echo is trying to hold on to this last turret.
Yeah, that turret's definitely going to be able to stand for the meantime. Rest of Onic are on the other side of the fence, but Nat's got some pretty good firepower. He is confident with his play on the quad to take out all inhibitors so far for Echo.
Onic's gonna be waiting for the next Lord. And Echo, let's see how well they'll be able to contest it, because it's back to a 7,000 gold lead. The Batrix and the Claude, the two marksmen of these two teams, well, pretty even in the items already. Immortality was just picked up by Nets. I won't be surprised if an Immortality will get... I mean, it doesn't seem like Benny Cutie's actually building his way into an Immortality, or he's still saving up the gold for it. But if I were Benny Cutie, I would pick that up.
It's quite likely just because of the Weapon Master. With the Weapon Master emblem here. Yeah. He wants full damage. He wants to wipe out everyone with one shot.
He chose violence today.
He chose violence.
With that last item locked in, he's like, you know what? This is on me. Yeah. I am the Storm for a reason, and I'm going to lock this item in and not go to the Immortality, because this is what I need to do to win this game here. So again, it's all going to come down to the next Lord fight, right? I don't think anyone's actually going to pull the trigger on anything unless some miracle conceal play comes out from either side. But it's best, for both teams' sake, to just wait, grab the buffs that you can. Lord's going to be up in about 20 seconds.
To be fair, for Echo, that's the good choice. A lot of teams can actually turn around a lot of stuff with one instant kill. So that's what Benny is banking on alongside Carl TZ. But not saying it's going to be easy, but at least right now there is a possibility to wipe out one single person, even though, again, Onic Philippines is 6,000 gold ahead. Yeah,
that's why I appreciate how Onic PH are formed right now in the map. It's just the rest of the team together with the XP laner split pushing the sides. As long as they have like a small idea of where the members of Echo are, they knew they're safe. They really don't want to give that burst, that pick-off that can turn the game around for Echo. Onic are respecting the capability of Echo to turn this game around. Great call by Onic PH to form this way.
Yeah, historically Onic has been known to do a good Lord dance, so Echo, they're not going for it. They're not falling for the trap.
They gotta run.
They gotta run, man.
The conceal is committed, but nothing falls from it. Lord less than half health here. Who's going to give this one a go? Yawi trying to get some distance.
Man, Yawi tried really hard, goes for the wild charge, straight into the big center mass, but it will not really enable a lot as Benny will be taken out. Oh my God, it's Carl Daisy falling as well. Sanford, what are you gonna do? Where are you gonna run? There's gonna be just a 1-for-1. And at the end of the day, Sanji on his own against 3 people from Onic. He's getting hunted down. The rest of Onic are barreling down to the base.
Single target versus AoE. Sanji, can he hold on?
Whoa.
Can he? But no, the mini doesn't have the wave clear.
Doesn't have the wave clear, bro. Oh man, there
Yawi
he
can
goes. Yawi, what can you do? Can you clear? Can the Guardian Barrier do anything? Not really. It's gonna be a 1-0. Boys and girls, Onic Philippines playing smooth as usual.
I mean, first off, what an amazing last fight there. Again, just